Swim, bike, run, keeping it real with Garrick, Lowen, Jackson, Laundry, and Nicholas Chase. Plus everyone's favorite host, Lisa Becker-Rice. This is the Real Triathlon Podcast. Training, racing, no filter, all hard.
Welcome back to the Real Triathlon Podcast. We got the whole crew today. We got Lisa Becker-Rice, Jackson Laundry, and Nicholas Alexander Chase. Nick, I didn't know that was your middle name. That's a great middle name, I will say.
She's a mouthful.
Yeah, but it's good. It's classic. You know, like there's some meaning and some substance behind it. So I give you credit for that one. You know,
Wait,
Nicholas Alexander the Great Chase.
What are your guys' middle names?
Garrick doesn't have one.
Garrick?
Mine's actually my mom's last name, so it's French. It's Dussault.
Oh, I have a French mom's last name, middle name too.
Is that a Canadian thing? What's yours, Jackson?
I have Chevalier, but then I have my dad's middle name, Robert. So I have two.
I feel like I've talked to you about this before. Jackson Chevalier, Robert Laundry.
Other way around, but yeah.
That's a lot of names.
That is
Just
a lot.
saying.
So
Lisa, how about you?
Bring in a triathlon podcast.
You know what?
You know what?
Lisa's middle name first. Cut it out.
It's got to be
Lisa's
like
middle name.
Stephanie or something.
No, it's Claire.
Oh,
Lisa
same thing.
Claire.
Oh.
Okay, Claire.
Yeah.
So we had some racing going down recently, and I think the one that everyone wants to know is who won the time trial challenge
Yes.
between me and
Yes.
Lisa.
Yeah, you've been
Jackson.
quiet.
I know. I haven't heard anything from you in the chat.
He's
I've
such a
been
bitch
waiting.
about that.
Was victorious. I went 17:42.
No.
Oh, dirty.
So
Is
we
that
had
like
a
the
1 minute
world
over
record?
under. If you missed it, we said Lisa has to beat me by a minute, and her time trial was what, 7 miles?
7. It was supposed to be 7.5, but it was 7.83. And I'll tell you, the extra 0.3 long crushed me because it finished uphill, like a pretty steep gradient. And I
That's what she said.
Paced it perfectly to make it like 7.5. I was like, my effort is perfect for 7.5. 400 meters left. I was like, where the F is the finish line? So Jackson,
Wait, was yours a point to point?
Yeah.
Oh, so man, like how do you even tell point to points? Because like if you have a tailwind or a crosswind or a headwind, like it could be so different.
Yeah. I don't know, but it wasn't a ton of wind, but it was like a horseshoe. It was like 2 turns type of thing. But dang it. Okay, but it was close. We should have just done it like flat out time then.
So average
I went
speed,
17:10.
Average speed though for each of you. What did you have?
I had 48.8 kilometers an hour, which
In English?
is how many miles an hour is that? Like 30 point something. Let me do the math here real quick. 48.8 divided by 1.609 is 30.33 miles an hour.
Oh, that is savage.
Mine
It was a
was
goodie.
27.4 miles an hour.
Lisa, do you have a
That's
custom
also
race
savage.
suit though?
I do. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Nick, I needed to fill you in. So I got a custom race suit made last year for TT Pro Nationals. And then the Zoot friends were gracious enough to make me another, well, actually they made me 2 this year, a small and an extra small. And they said if I don't podium that I have to pay for them. And I told them that to send you the invoice, Nick.
But you podiumed.
No, at TT Pro Nationals.
Wait, when is that?
That's in June.
Okay,
June
well,
16th. Yeah.
Weekend before Tremblant, right?
Yes, it's the Tuesday before Tremblant.
Oh, the Tuesday.
how much are these suits running these days?
I don't know, plus or
Between-
minus $500.
Sweet. All
I-
right.
Team's
No.
gonna fold because Lisa misses the podium.
I
Dude,
told
the
them.
skin suit is where I could save a few seconds because although the newest tri suit is pretty freaking fast from Zwift from Zoot. I've been on Zwift way too much. But yeah, I could save a couple seconds there for sure, but we couldn't make it like even on time because then you'd win easily. So you gotta make it a challenge. See, if you didn't blow up in the last 0.3 miles, you would have went 10 seconds faster, and then it would have been really close.
10 seconds is a lot in 0.3.
How much
Yeah,
were you blowing up? Is this fake news or is this real?
Especially
No, I mean I
considering the
wasn't
tailwind.
like blowing up catastrophically, but I was really like I timed it well to 7.5 miles, and I was like, where is this top? And there was this huge like manhole, like probably like 4 inches deep, like right towards the last like 400 meters of the race. And thank God I was like, I was coming around this guy or like coming up behind him, and like he swerved last second, so I swerved last second. But there were people that like ate shit like got like messed up. Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, hold on a second. I'm from Toronto, and I just like to say that I like to call it a person hole. I don't think it's a man or a woman hole. It's a person. So thank you.
Leave that in. Well, I did not blow up. I had a great time trial.
What was your average power?
I did 382.
Okay.
Oh!
Which was 1 watt more than when I did the 1818, which was the previous record 3 years ago. But they repaved the road.
I was just about to ask that.
Probably helped a little bit, but it was definitely worse conditions. It was quite a bit windier. It was pretty windy, pretty strong tailwind on the way out and strong headwind on the way back.
But it was windy when you did it last time too, wasn't it?
Wasn't
not
as hot
much.
though either.
But I also have all these new gear, all the new, like the new Zoot suit, the newest helmet, obviously the Ventum Tempest, the calf sleeves, all the stuff that's gotten better over the last few years is a huge improvement. The NV disc
wheel,
NV disc, and the 100 mil front. But the main thing is I paced it. I honestly, like, I couldn't have paced it any better. I did 370 on the way out with a bit of a net tailwind, then 401 watts average on the way back. Obviously, that doesn't quite add up. I took out the spot where I was coasting into the U-turn. But the headwind was critical because I had to just hammer like into that or I would have lost so much time. So
did Cody Schmeels go?
No, he didn't. But I did pull up the Strava, and you are, I believe, on the Strava one, you are like, let's see, you're 10th. There's
Bullshit.
a few
I
people
need to
who
go
do
back.
the time trial. Yeah, you went 1918 in. You were there in 2023?
No.
The
That's what
two
it
of you,
says.
yeah, the two of you did one once when it wasn't like one of the time trials. You guys just went out and did it. Remember?
It was after I came back from Mallorca. And remember how pissed I was because you made me go out there in the mother effing rain. And I was like, this is fucking stupid. And I was so pissed. All my drivetrain got wet and I had to pack it up and then leave the next day. Remember how mad I was?
No, you get mad so often that I just kind of forget.
It was
But
after
you did
Mallorca.
353 watts. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but it was in the rain, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that was good. But anyways, I do want to still go back out because I can't do triathlons at the moment. Anyways, I do want to go back out on the Canada Day one if there's good conditions and just set a time that'll just never be beat and just leave it and be like, there it is.
Is that July 3rd?
Canada
1st.
Day is July 1st, but it depends on
1st.
which day of the week that the time trial might be.
All right. Well,
But
let's
anyways,
get
let's
it
hear about
over
the
with.
real racing.
No, let's get it over with real quick. Who's injured and who can't do shit?
I think it's just me. There's not really much to update. It's still pretty much the same. I probably need more time for a while. Don't really know. I don't know. I don't think it's a stress reaction at this point. I think it's, AI tells me it's probably joint capsule issue, like it's joint capsule / let me see what it say. It said joint capsule / sometimes called synovial / capsular irritation.
Ooh, I've heard of that one.
So I don't know. It's a slow thing. It's not like, man, any type of muscle thing, there's no way. Like it's way too slow for that. Muscle stuff,
right, look.
like I've trained through so many times and it gets better and it's fine. Even like tendon stuff, you can kind of like train through a little level of pain and it can still get better sometimes. But with this, it's like you got to keep the pain extremely low or it'll just only get worse. So
Hey, well, when you finally get desperate enough to do this, I have a hyperbaric chamber at home. I have a lot of really good recovery assets here. You should just come on out St. George for a week and a half, get in the hyperbaric chamber every day, and I guarantee you I will put my name on it and say you'll be running after this.
Nicholas Alexander Chase says,
Yeah.
if I go in the hyperbaric. Well, the other thing is I'm wondering if I should just take like 3 or 4 days off biking and swimming because even though it doesn't hurt,
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just, especially biking, maybe just like still like irritating it enough that it's just hanging around.
I think
Most
you
left.
probably have a torn labrum. You probably have FAI. You probably need to get hip
No,
surgeries.
dude, I got the MRI and it didn't say there's a torn labrum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
now-
sometimes they
I know,
don't show
but
up on the
It's
MRI.
so
Oh.
trendy now. You kind of just need to do it.
Yeah. Any good hip labrum surgeons, hip labrum / what's the type of thing I gotta get if I have femoral acetabular impingement?
You
That's
did.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A
That is good.
laserudectomy.
There is a guy in Toronto that is doing it privately. He charges $28,000 Canadian.
You're
If
kidding.
you want to do it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you can do it private.
That's pretty
28K.
like a steal. But I have
28,000.
Steal. I'd put
I
some
have
money on that.
many surgeons that we can get you into. I have my
But I can't get it for
Yeah,
free.
my guy too, but
So if you're
I can get
Canadian,
a-
you can get something for free that it will save your life / like make you able to walk. But they're gonna be like, oh, you can walk, you're fine, and then they
Yeah.
won't do it.
They'll be like, all right, do a karate kick, and you'll do one, and be like, nah, you're good.
Oh man.
Hyperbaric. You need to come to St. George, Utah, and get the hyperbaric chamber. I promise you in a week and a half.
How is
you
that
can-
gonna help? Like, just wondering.
Because
Because it forces oxygen into your deep groin.
Yeah, and
area.
it turns everything on that heals. Like, so where you're injured is probably low blood flow, low oxygenation of everything going in there. And this just hyper activates everything, man. I've never had anybody who goes into this situation not come out fixed. It's the #1 cure for everything.
Nick, do you remember when
I
you
might
did a
have to.
podcast from the hyperbaric chamber?
Yeah, I do. It's a pretty good one.
All right,
just-
well,
it
might
was
have
just
to think about that.
I think I'm gonna buy one of those for my child, so it grows up into like ends up being like 7 feet tall and just like a monster.
Just take them to Russia. They'll do some gene doping over there.
Dagestan, 2-3 years and forget.
Oh man. All right. Well, today's show is about a lot of random stuff. I think we'll talk about the Chattanooga race since we already hit some TT information. But Chattanooga, one is still reigning favorite venue for a race, in my opinion, just because I stay like 8-minute walk from transition. The people are the coolest. The race organization's real solid. The bike course is one of the most like non-boring and fun. And the run course is also great. Like it's just, and I think they're going to be doing construction on it for the next 18 months. So I don't know what's going to happen. But
Wow. The
Yeah,
run
Ross
course
is
or
on
the
what?
bike course?
so they're putting a huge amount of money into Ross's Landing. You know, that big grassy area and like where transition is and the finish line. So they're supposed to be doing a whole lot of cool infrastructure there. So it'll be probably like St. Pete Pier type thing where it's like real cool afterwards. But it's 18 months. So I don't know what they're going to do for the racing. They haven't really said anything, and I asked, but no one really knew. But anyways, the race itself, what do you want to know? I can answer
Did
specific
they
questions.
shut the river off for the swim?
So they're in a drought. They're in a drought, and
Okay.
it's still a 1.6 mile swim even during a drought. So that's why it was quite slow. And it was so weird. Like there was a slack current even at the start line. We had a little tiny bit of creep, but it was weird. Like even I was on some feet, and like you'd be on feet holding pace, and all of a sudden like you'd have to surge. It was like a yo-yo type of current. It was like really inconsistent, and a lot of people mentioned that. So really interesting swim. The river did not mess up my sinuses too bad as Texas did. Like I got out of Texas in the water, I couldn't even breathe out of my nose, and that lasted for like 4 days. The river at Chattanooga was way healthier this year. Wasn't as poopy.
That's good.
So how did the swim play out? Take us through your race.
Yeah.
Like, for those who don't know, Nick had probably maybe your best overall 70.3 ever. I don't see how. I mean, we'll get through the details, but it was really
know.
freaking good, dude. You ran great. You
I don't know.
biked great. Let's hear about it. So you swam with who?
Yeah, I've had a few of them. I don't know who it was in front of me. I know that I didn't have the best start, and I really was like pretty bummed about it. I really would have liked to have been another like 30 to 45 seconds up, because I think that could have put me in like a top 10 finishing. But I did find some feet, and I did conserve a lot of energy, and I couldn't go around. I don't know who it was, but I know it was like right off Matt Hansen's group, because I got off the bike and there was a group right ahead of us, and it took me maybe 10 minutes to catch him, and I was riding pretty strong. And I was like, oh, there's Matt, because I really wanted to ride with him anyways. But again, who knows with the swim. I just wish they had drone footage of every swim start so I could be like, oh, there's where I fucked it up. Like it'd be nice to see some recap.
It is fun if you like rewatch some of the Pro Series races when they do have like cameras on you, and you're like, you look at yourself and you're like, oh my, what was I thinking? Yeah.
You're like,
where did I go?
I went on those feet. Why did I go on those feet? Or I lined up next to this guy. But yeah, the swim was great. I think it was faster swim was like 27 minutes or something like that. I don't know. It was slow AF.
I just texted the group after the swim. I was like, it looked just weird. I was like, everyone swam super slow, and it just, I don't know.
That's that extra.
What do we swim for the Ironman there? It's not far off what most people are swimming.
Yeah, the Ironman's like 38 minutes.
Yeah.
But anyways, the swim was good. The water temperature was actually a little chilly. It was like 73, so I felt cold, which is so dumb. I had so much heat prep going into this race, and it was so weird. I showed up on Thursday, and I was cold. Like, it was 50 degrees in the morning. The weather was creeping up every day, and then it was like really hot on race day for the age groupers. But for our race, it was just so perfect. We had great conditions. Honestly, like standard Chattanooga awesomeness. The race field, all the athletes who showed up, like we know them all really well. They were all really good people. A lot of good talent, but it was one of my first start lines in a long time where there wasn't about 60 to 90 guys on there. And I was like, whoa, this feels so good to have like 45 athletes or something starting. It did not go crazy. Grace Alexander winning 2 weekends in a row was crazy, right, Lisa?
So impressive. Yeah. And I just still can't believe how much she gapped the women by in the swim, like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, and she's a great swimmer, but I always think that her and Paula are like pretty similar swimmers. And I think typically like I would come out like 2-ish minutes back from Grace, a minute and a half to 2-ish minutes back. So, but usually, I mean, she just went off, which was super fun to see. She's been building consistency over the past like 3 seasons. So.
I know. I did ask her, I was like, hey, for 27 and 28, like, you got to talk to me if you got contracts going on. Let me know. We got to get you. Lisa wants you.
No, I can't have she's my
Arch rival.
Yeah, my arch rival.
Oh.
I mean, I basically, based on her results, I would have been second at the past 2 races.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Too bad you weren't racing.
The scary swims.
So onto the bike, it was typical awesome. Felt sweet through that first little zigzag area, headed through St. Elmo. The roads, you know those railroad tracks that are like, there's one set of railroad tracks probably within 5 to 8 minutes of the bike.
Everyone loses everything.
Oh my gosh. Like on the way back in, I hit it and I heard like a pop and I was like, something just broke. I checked my tire and my rim. I thought it dented my NB rim and I was about to lose my shit, but it was fine. Something probably just moved a little. But that railroad track, it's not the track, it's the cement around it. It's like the nastiest nodule ever. It's like a herniated piece of asphalt. It pissed me right off. So I caught a group of about 5, probably on the long stretch as we hit the hills, and then I just stayed with them. And this will be part of my grind my gears, but like I was really fucking irritated for a little while because, you know, Matt's a great rider right now. He's really built his strength on the bike to really be able to do a lot of good work. I was really trying to get onto him, and then we could kind of get away from the small group. But Race Ranger now in the 20-minute draft zone, and I'm not complaining about it, just the dynamics is the way they are, and I think they'll get better. But you pass somebody, I passed 3 guys, and then within 30 seconds of me passing and being like second wheel, they all fucking repassed me. Like, there was no point in them repassing me because we all stayed together until like the last 15 or 10 miles. Like, why are people riding so fucking stupid? It drove me nuts. The referees were great because there's a lot of undulation on this course, so that's something else grind my gears we'll talk about later with the Race Ranger and red lights, but we'll get there. But I'd say everyone rode really clean except for one dude in our group just screwed it all up, and then Matt Hansen lost Sam Long, which he agreed he would have lost him eventually, but like once Sam Long came through, it got pretty hot. It was awesome. I rode with Sam for a little while. It wasn't super hard. I think he was definitely tired because he didn't put a whole lot of time into anybody at that race. And then when Ari caught us after like the hillier sections, and Ari was with us for like the last 25 minutes, maybe 30. And I thought he was just going to zoom on by, but he kind of just went to the back of our group. And then I bet if he had gone on by, he would have I mean, he would have won. He only missed it by seconds, or like 10 seconds. So Ari, probably, if you didn't do that, chill in our group, maybe you could have won. But he ran like I've never seen anyone run either.
It says
anyways,
here he caught you by the 64.6K mark, so that's the last 25K. So he's probably with you for about 40 minutes or so.
Yeah, and it was great. I mean, we had a really good group. There was a couple dudes on the front just taking pulls. And then what I've noticed with Race Ranger is most of us prefer to ride without any lights. Just because when you have a yellow light, it changes to blue so fast. And then once you see blue, you're immediately red. It's like the speed variation or the transition between these lights. And I think they're going to upgrade that in the future and give us a little more light distancing. Like maybe instead of 20 to 23, or was it 22 meters? I can't remember. But they're going to lengthen out blue and lengthen out yellow, at least by a meter or two. That way we get a little bit more range in there. But I think like for passing, they need to make it to where it doesn't matter about draft distance anymore. If it's blue, you shall not slot in. If it's blue and someone's riding blue and you've got the gap established, you cannot do it. And they even said some weird shit in the race briefing. The head ref, which was a lady, she was like, if you're in yellow, you can defend your position. I've never heard that before.
What is that?
Like if somebody's passing you and you're in the yellow, you can still accelerate and prevent them from passing you if you know they're coming. And then they'll have to be forced to pass everybody if you can get it to be like 20 meters by the time they catch your front wheel. So I don't know what's going to happen. That was part of my grind my gears. Like it just infuriated me that it was like this inconsistency on the bike.
I do have a question though. Have you guys ever shot the perfect gap where it's blue, like the person you're passing, it's blue on the bike in front of them, and you pass it and time it just perfectly so you stay blue, the person, and you can actually get in?
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to say slot. And that's like when you do it, you're like, wow, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Usually it never happens because when you're passing, then you creep into the red and then you got to keep going.
I know. It's awesome. We've got a lot of progress when it comes to understanding where we are in the bike, and maybe the age grouper athletes will get that one day because, damn, let's just say that part on the out and back when we're riding against counterflow age groupers, like I'm talking a wheel between all of them. Like I think age group athletes are just like, I don't fucking care about drafting. We're just doing it. Like this is our culture.
I think we should enter like an age group race and like have to start in like at the end and just experience it, like experience what it's like on the bike course. Because
do it 3-lap course.
Yeah. Doing a 2-lap Ironman, you see it.
It's so scary.
Do Ironman Chattanooga and you'll see it.
Oh no! I did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we participated.
Not even that one. Like the 2-loop former Ironman Chattanooga, when I had to do it back in the day.
When it was not on the highway?
Yeah, you're basically all sequestered to one lane. And if you go to the double yellow, like I rode on oncoming traffic for most of the second loop because the traffic was so deep. It was so sketch. Okay, so bike was good. By the end of it, and I was like so proud of this, I got into that probably after the last big downhill, you take that right and you're headed back into town. I was so tired of the yo-yoing and all that bullshit. I was just like feeling actually great. And I was just like pinned it at like 315 to 330 watts. And I was riding so strong. And I put probably like a little bit of a gap, maybe 40 seconds to a minute into everybody. Cause I just was tired of going from like 27 to 30 miles an hour down to like 22 when everyone hits the brakes. Like it was just kind of irritating to have to race and then also hit the brakes to not hit lights on your Race Ranger. So I kind of just got a gap, gave Matt a break because his back was hurting, which he appreciated. So got in transition with a little bit of a lead. I knew Matt and Ari were going to go by. Some other Italian fella went by. And then two of them came up on my shoulder. It was like Sam Osborne and maybe a German guy. And they probably hit me probably 6 to 8K into the run. And I was running like 5:30 pace, really strong, really good. And so those boys ahead of me, man, they were running so fast. Like it was insane. Even this like Nick Holmes, I think his name is, this little young fella, ran like a 108 or something. Like a lot of really fast runners in our group. So I held it together. I wanted to run down Anthony Costas, which I did. That was one of my goals for the day. Not the biggest fan of him for, I don't even know why. It's just we got a rivalry that maybe we'll shake hands one day. It's fine, but past him. But then Sam and that German were on my heels, like literally kicking my feet at some points. They were so close to me, and I was just running so hard.
Dude,
I
you
didn't
guys
have any.
battled the whole way. Like, let's just to get some stats on this.
Yeah.
They had caught you at the 9.1 kilometer mark. They were Sam Osborne, you, and
Whatever that guy.
that other guy were all together, 7:55 behind the leader. And then you guys battled back and forth the whole rest of the run. Like, you're right together. Like, we didn't see a lot of that battle because the freaking tracker messed up right at the wrong time.
Oh.
At like the 2K mark, it got everybody's times, and then it didn't come through again until like 14K or something.
Oh,
Yes.
fudge.
So we totally missed everything that was going on.
Well,
But did you-
it was cool.
Looking
Go ahead.
at your splits on Strava, did you basically like even split that half marathon?
Yeah,
Pretty
because
close.
those guys, like, I knew I was running, like, I just wanted to run like 3:30 per K as much as I could. Like, that was my goal. And sometimes it was like 3:35 or a 3:40 up a hill, and then like saw it come back down to 3:30. I was happy with that. Some 3:20s downhill, but then the boys like came up on me, and then they ran by me by like 10 to 15 steps, and I was like, oh no, you guys aren't running that much faster than me. And so I just kind of edged up to them, ran on some hips for a minute, and then I just nosed them out, and I ran the nose for the whole time, and I was like, let's see who can hold on the longest. Let's see what happens. And I think we ran down a couple guys, and I had no idea positionally where I was at all. I was like, I might be 15th. I have no fucking clue. So I didn't know I was 11th. I probably could have brought in 10th if I like really pitted myself in the last probably 5-6K. I just had no idea. But it was awesome. They were super supportive. Sam was there. And then the German dude on the last corner heading over the bridge to the finish line, he's like, you're running so strong. Like, he was super cool. He's like, you better to go. And I did. And then he just stayed right there, the little 10-second gap I got. So that it was one of those races where you're just really present. You're finding that flow. You're able to hold and improve. And it's not like I was running, for a top podium position, but like Jackson, sometimes I've heard you talk about like groups within the top 5, like running at your maximum, but everybody's still able to hold it together. And that's finally like really what I felt like. I was running really strong and I wasn't blowing up, and I really felt like I could sustain it. And like I had a really strong glimpse of, really holding my shit together and being really proud of that. So it was a really good day for me to feel like shit is not done. Like, I can still really do this well if I could keep going.
And Nick, why do you think it clicked for this race? Have you changed anything up?
It's honestly, I think my mindset has been pretty good. I did a couple bigger efforts these last 6 weeks. Like, I did a 6-hour ride. I've done some 2.5-hour runs. Like, I've really put in a lot more volume. And then the quality work that I have been doing on the bike has really paid off to finally get some leg power back. I've also, like, I don't know if this made any bit of difference, but like, I've had lung issues for a long time with wheezing and stuff, but that LMAX from climactic, like, I've been doing that for 3 weeks, and it just has made the bottom part of my lungs feel like it's less wheezing. Like, I've always had some sort of asthma, but I don't take an inhaler. I've also started supplementing with like beef liver, like 6 pills a day. And I swear that boosted my energy every single day. Cause like previously, early in the year, I used to be so fucking tired all the time. And I like was able to put together some really exceptional 27 to 30 hour training blocks these past few weeks. I think that was it, man. Like, my swim wasn't really the best, but on bike and run, that's the difference. I think the energy, the good sleep, having good lungs, and being able to show up and fueled really well. Like, even the day before the race, like, I've been really diligent on using Fuel In to help me maintain fuel economy, to make sure I'm getting enough. I had 800 grams of carbohydrates I needed to eat the day before the race. And fuck me, that is a whole lot of carbs. Like, I think I took 4 gels randomly throughout the day, because I'd be like, I can't even get enough carbs through food.
Yeah.
I just am not hungry
That's the move. You got to do that the day before the race, man. I swear, it's like a superpower.
I knew you
800,
were going to say that.
That's not even that much. That's what I take in on the bike for an Ironman.
Oh my word, 800 grams is so much.
3,200 calories of carbs when you're basically not training for the day.
Yeah.
It's so much.
So that's awesome. Well,
What's
I
soaking
think
the whole time.
also I will say I don't think it came out of nowhere as much as Oceanside was like super competitive. You kind of lost track of how good it really was. Like I mean, obviously, I think Chattanooga was better because it's a harder and hotter run course, and you ran the
better.
same.
Yeah, I biked much stronger at Chattanooga than I did at Oceanside for sure.
Yeah, so you biked better and you ran the same speed on a way tougher day. So you had a better day at Chattanooga, but your Oceanside result for sure was like showing that you're getting there, and you're almost. Oh my gosh, you got a big old puppers.
Hi, Gianna.
Indiana.
She's like, I need to say a couple things here. Well, thanks for the support. It really, I mean, 11th place is nothing to go nuts about considering, but from where I've been struggling the last few years, I am really proud of it, and I really appreciate all the support. I got so many messages and a lot of people, give me a lot of good cred, so meant a lot. Appreciate it, and hopefully I can do something special at Roth now that I've got some nutrition stuff nailed down.
That's the next race, right?
Yeah, July 5th.
All right. So you got a good chunk of time for training. Good training.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Park City for the last probably 2 weeks and just get a little bit of altitude boost and then travel maybe like on the Tuesday or Monday just to get there with limited time. Just a little bit of acclimatization to the time zone.
You got to put that swim block in so you can make it up to the motos.
Yeah, man, you're right. Like I'm really dedicated. I was thinking about that in my swim today, and I still feel so tired, but I was like, I have got to, because I've been swimming well, but I haven't really improved, I can still hold, like even the pre-race sets, I think I did like 5 or 6 100s on like the 57 or 101 in a yards pool that was in Chattanooga. So I felt like, yeah, it's pretty good, but like something happens out there where I'm just not able to really nail it down. So I think I just need a little bit, like one more gear. Gear.
I have a question on this because it's something I've been struggling with. Do you guys ever feel like after really hard TT bike efforts or races that you just swim so poorly because your lats are so like locked up? Your like teres and your lats. Like after these past 2 weekends of TTs, like I'm swimming awful because my shoulders and my lats and my teres are just like
your
so
intercostals too.
I just can't, like, I can't shake it either. I did like a whole drill day today and I was like, I'm just like so freaking like locked up.
Time to get that like thing you put in your mouth and breathe through real hard.
But then I'm going to help my teres.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't think it works.
I will say that my shoulders felt pretty terrible today swimming. But
After
you kind of just got to push through it. Like, my
being
shoulders always hurt.
wuss.
So I just like, the harder you work in the swim, the more that everything, like the effort just hurts, and then you don't notice the shoulders as much. That's
True.
my
I guess
theory.
maybe I've been swimming
quit
too
whining,
easy.
Lisa.
I've actually, for the first time in many, many years, started taking like 5-pound dumbbells and been doing a lot of like individual shoulder workouts. Because ever since my crash, my shoulders have just had like a weird pinch point in my rotation. And since I started to work on all the stabilizers with just 5-pounders, it's gone. Like, I think even a couple sessions makes a big difference.
Yeah, I lift my. I was thinking that to like do the opposite because I do lift my shoulders. Like I do lots of raises and like shoulder presses. That I think I just need to.
Steve,
my half naked.
was he fingering his belly button? I think he was.
He's looking for lint.
He was playing with the oatmeal on there and the brown sugar on top.
That was awesome.
But yeah, anyways, I was thinking I actually just need to like atrophy my shoulders to like fit in the TTs a little better, and they're not going to get irritated. Opposed
You got to go narrow. I looked at all the bike positions at Chattanooga from a photographer who sent me all of them. Everyone's positions are so dialed in right now. Just everyone's got it figured out.
Yeah.
Arrow is narrow. Narrow is arrow.
Narrow is arrow.
Indeed.
All right.
There's one thing before we move on from Chatty. We wanted to give Grace Alexander her kudos for the double back-to-back win. Sam Long wasn't able to do it. Grace was. Also, Paula Finley, first time finishing a race in a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
And since Augusta, since September last year, I think.
Yeah, so probably a good monkey off her back to kind of get a solid result. And obviously not her like greatest race of her life, but just to get out there and get one done and get on a podium is pretty awesome. And then standouts on the men's side, I mean, Jeremy, what was his last name?
Well, I don't know, but he's like
McLean, 21-year-old Jeremy McLean. I just saw Jay McLean on the tracker, American, and I'm like, it's John McLean. But no, but this guy's a beast, obviously. To win, like, when's the last time somebody that young won a North American 70.3? Who knows? Maybe
just
never.
out of nowhere too. Like, I mean, he had a good St. Anthony's and stuff, but like he kind of came out of nowhere.
I don't think he did have a good like I know he had a good swim bike there, but didn't he finish pretty
he
far
sprint
back
finished.
then?
He was leading off the bike, right? St. Anthony's?
Yeah, but didn't he? I don't know.
Someone
where he
told me
ended
he had a sprint finish for second.
No, because there
Or
was
not
no
second.
sprint. Well, the only
There's
sprint for second was
sprint.
the sprint for first.
Oh, well, maybe someone lied to me. Damn it. Whoever told me that.
But like
Friggin-
for a 21-year-old, you would expect maybe them to come out and win like a St. Anthony's, where it's like, okay, it's an Olympic distance, you know, you don't quite have the endurance yet, but you're super fast. For this guy to come out and win a half when Sam Long's there, Ari almost ran him down, but like Ari is one of the top guys in North America right now, and doesn't get the job done. Like, that's crazy for him to win that race.
If that's a proper swim, does Ari win that race?
Of course.
Probably.
like a shorter swim.
Yeah, like his long,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because I mean,
It was definitely
4
long.
minutes long. So 4 minutes, he probably loses another 30
Less time.
seconds.
Yeah.
I'm pissed because I would have gone like 3:48, man. That would have been like my fastest ever 70.3 time if it was a legit swim. Pissed
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, true. But
Because I
anyways,
biked, what, 204 or 203? I don't know.
150. Oh, what you
Chattanooga
did?
giveth and taketh. It's like
does.
like when that swim canceled, Nick and I both would have gone sub 8.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
also Hansenator, third place.
Oh my gosh, so good to see him
What a
run up
legend.
there, man.
He just shows freaking up, and he just gets it done. Like
He is like my
consistent.
Jackson's best friend first, but now he's my best friend also. Like, just like he comes to like the social get-togethers and he talks about all kinds of cool stuff. And like, we had a get-together with Lever. Another shout out to Sky Monch. That was her first race back after 18 months after giving her
Well, she
birth
had-
to her child.
did do Kona last year.
Yeah, but I think it was like 18 months since birth, and now she's just giving it again. Megan Foley, 5th place after not doing a race in forever.
Yeah, I know she's done St. Anthony's a few times the past few years, but like, when was the last time she raced a 70.3? And
It's been-
like, and she freaking did really well.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
it was such a really fun race. Like Chattanooga still shows up as one of the best venues, good people. It's not like a Pro Series race, but like it still brought out some incredible talent and some great stories. So we can move on from that. What's next? Garrett?
Why are Americans so bad at racing in Europe? Is that this week?
I put that, but like, why? Why are we so bad?
Travel.
Is it just travel? Like, what about people who
And
get
you're
there
going-
like 2 weeks ahead
You're
of
going
time?
in the worst
Europe?
direction for time zone too, right?
Yeah, but what if you flew the other way and you
They have
like
better
added
food.
an extra 10 hours onto your travel?
It's
What
the
is-
good
Wait,
ingredients
what?
they
No,
have in their
whoa,
food.
whoa, whoa.
We're not going to entertain that. Let's move on.
First
That
of all,
was a
Lisa,
joke,
the Earth
right?
is flat, so
Actually, there's tunnels. That's how we all get.
Oh my god, that was awesome. I think most of it for these smaller races is travel, because you're not going to Aix-en-Provence or whatever like 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Most of the time, but also the average level in Europe is higher,
Yes.
for sure. But the main thing is that the swim level is higher. Like, so many Europeans swim right at the front, and then the packs are tighter there. People get away with being closer there. It's just like a deeper field. There's more people close together. Like, you can't really have a success in a European race without being out with the front and being okay with kind of going with that, like, oh, well, everyone else is riding close, so am I. Like, that's kind of just how they go, and Americans don't typically race that style as much. So,
are you saying that we're more honest in North America when it comes to racing?
Well, I'm not saying that's your words, not mine.
I mean, he said them, so I didn't say them, of course. Like,
All I'm gonna say is I've gone to Challenge Salou before, and that freaking thing is like a draft legal race. Okay, this obviously wasn't that race, but I think there's a few things going on there that contribute to that. But you do see it happen. Like Americans will go and get top 10s at Nice and stuff, but it's just it's hard.
Hats off to Ironman for having Race Ranger at every Ironman event for pro races.
Yeah, that
Americans, I find that Americans, North Americans, really even South Americans, like they show up, the top guys show up well at the big races when they're in Europe, like World Championships and stuff like that. Less so when they do the smaller races. So I feel like, that kind of plays into what Jack's saying, because the dynamics are different, right? Like it's a denser field. So if you're off by a little bit, it doesn't show as well, because there's probably, you're off by 1% and 4 guys or girls beat you.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like with 70.3 world champs in Nice this year, they haven't announced where it's at next year. But like, I'm kind of saying, unless
Chattanooga.
you're like
St. George,
unless you're Taylor Knibb, like what's the chance of an American or North American person winning? Like,
look, American cyclists are just not very good bike handlers. Also, I just will put that out there. There's not a lot of opportunities to hit a lot of switchbacks in the USA, a lot of fast ascents and hit 63.4 miles an hour. So of course most Americans aren't going to be very good on bike handling.
Yeah. Okay, but do you think first of all, when are they going to announce where 70.3 worlds are next year?
I know. Let's ask Scott DeRue. You're supposed to be getting him on the show.
No, I've already tried, but he's just, his assistants just keep saying,
gave
no,
up?
he's too, you said you saw him in person. And then
I did.
after that, he listened to that podcast where you just roasted him.
I'm doing another one today.
Absolutely not.
I've got another one teed up for cheers to you, Scott DeRue. Get ready for that later in the show.
But yeah, so you think St. George, Nick?
I don't. I think it's already been. I think someone told me it's already been secured. I just can't remember where it was.
No, it's for sure been secured. But
They should do it in that Mexico.
They're still planning it. They're like, oh shit, where are we going?
They're probably like, hey guys, look, who has the most Applebee's per capita? We got to do it there. We need a lot of Applebee's.
All right, so what do we got?
Clearwater, Florida. There it is. It's going back.
Lisa, how's the big chain ring?
Well, okay, guys, so I got 54. And I've been riding 54, and I feel like my life has changed a lot for the better, which I don't know why no one told me sooner to get a bigger chain ring. I could have done a lot better.
I told you forever ago.
This is the thing. Like
she's
3
being
years
sarcastic because she needs to be told something like 1,400 times before she finally changes her mind.
Yeah, you're one of those.
So now I'm on this I need a bigger chain ring.
So now you want to go even bigger.
56?
I want a 56. But so then I got the contact for Shimano person, and I emailed them.
Don't even work. Don't do it.
And they were like, sorry, it's just a prototype. We only do it for our contracted athletes. So you have to get an off-brand one.
They're like, we've never even heard of a 56 here at
Shimano doesn't make a
Shimano.
56?
No, they do, but only for their sponsored athletes.
That's crazy. Because that's a standard size now.
Yeah.
Let me see the Shimano.
Anyways,
email.
I don't think I've
list I
ever
have.
had smaller than a 56.
I don't know. So you have
That's
to get an
literally a time trial
off-brand
setup.
one.
That's just a time trial chain ring.
Yeah, that's what you ride on a hilly course.
That's what they had in 1995.
Well, anyways, I can't get a 56 from Shimano, and all the ones that are off-brand are literally back ordered.
You just switch to SRAM, bro.
No,
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
I like Shimano. I like
here we
the
go.
wires.
Did you talk to a person named Meredith about all this stuff?
Oh, yeah, I did talk to Meredith.
Yeah,
she was
Meredith
really
is
sweet.
She's sweet, but she's a ball buster, man. She'll be like, I
Nope.
can't do anything at all.
Best I can do is 3% off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh my
No
word.
free shipping.
No free shipping.
Okay, so Lisa needs a
Anyways.
bigger chain ring, but she's not going to get it.
So if you have a 56 Shimano chain ring and you're one of those sponsored athletes and want to pass it along, I just want it for TT Nationals. It's pancake flat.
Send an email and bitch about it enough. They'll send you one.
No, they probably won't. But also, I should probably do a 1x, but that's way too complicated. And if I do Mount
Wait,
Tremblant,
going
5 days
from two to 1 is more complicated?
Yeah. Where do you put the other chain ring? And you have to get rid of a derailleur. I don't know
I feel
how
like
to
we
do
just need to
that.
move on from this conversation at this point.
All right. Well, here's what I want to know. I have a 58 I've been running for the last 2 years. And
Is
I
that
have
what you
a
race at all races?
Well,
you
yeah,
don't-
so far I've only ridden a 58, and I changed the rear cassette to a 33 or a 36 based off the terrain, or even whatever the 29 or whatever. But I have a 60 now, so I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm ready for a 60. I feel like that's for like a Jackson, Trevor Foley, Lionel Sanders. If I feel like I show up on that, they'll laugh at me. They'll be like, what are you gonna do on that?
Eric, what do you ride?
I ride 58.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
But I have-
60.
yeah.
I think you can't graduate to a 60 until you've had fastest bike split in one of your races, like recently.
All right. I'm
You
gonna
gotta do it
work on it.
faster until you've gone fast.
I'm just gonna blow up, and then he rode like a 156, and then he just absolutely shit in transition and couldn't do anything.
I like the 58 though because the variability. Because you can do a hilly course or a flat course on it. You're just not optimized for either.
It's such a small difference. Like, it's literally such a tiny difference. Like, it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, but I did that 58:33 at Oceanside, and I could barely push the pedals up some of those hills because I screwed up. I forgot
You
I
needed
didn't
the
put
36.
I forgot it wasn't. I was we'll just put this 33 on. It's no big deal. 18% didn't happen.
Just grinding away.
All right, so chain ring, no big deal. All right, let's talk about Jackson. How do you feel about riding inside?
Oh, I just love it so much. It's the best thing ever. I'm level 108 on Zwift.
Oh, shit.
And,
Lisa, what about you?
for real, it's the. I'm gonna say it a million times over. If you're not doing at least one interval session per week on the trainer year round, unless you literally live somewhere where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go out the door and do intervals up this gradual gradient, that's essentially like riding a trainer.
where I
Unless you
live.
have that, you don't have that.
I do too.
Where can you go uphill for like 30 minutes without stopping?
I can go uphill for 2 hours straight, my guy.
Yeah, how far
He
from your
said it
house
last
is that?
week, he did
Like,
it 3 times.
It's a 30-minute drive, yeah.
okay, so unless you've got that, which not very many people do, /
Not
they
very
aren't
many
going to
people.
do it, then
Yeah.
you should be riding the trainer. When I started doing that once a week at minimum year round, I added 20 watts to my threshold.
What if
That's
you have
pretty
a
4 years
savage.
ago.
What about a really long road with a headwind?
Counts.
How long, Garrick? How long can you go without stopping?
20
I
minutes?
could bike all the way to Toronto.
So you talking about the 401?
Wait a minute.
No, I mean if you ride along, I don't think. I mean, you could go to Toronto if you ride along the water.
Yeah,
Like-
but there's lights like every 14 seconds.
But we have a section that's probably, I don't know, it's probably 20K, maybe longer than that, 30K with no stop sign. But headwind all the time. But I don't do it because I absolutely hate riding out here. It's awful.
Well, Lisa, you started riding inside more, and it seems like you're stronger.
It was not from riding inside more.
Oh.
Riding inside I only do it when it is a necessity. It's like raining or too cold or too windy outside. Then I ride inside.
I
But
once heard this cool statistic that most women who ride inside ride topless. In the privacy of their own home. Just bibs only.
you just have the bibs that go straight over the nipples down.
Yeah, like I heard that. It's a pretty high level statistic.
Just no support.
Let me know in the comments. Is this you? I'm doing some data mining.
No, but I mean, I'm a big believer that you're going to get stronger riding outside because you're going to learn how to deal with conditions and wind and cornering and
Lisa,
riding
nobody
uphill
can
and
ride
downhill.
outside like you can ride outside. They live in a city or they've got some bullshit
Okay,
stoplights everywhere.
Fine, then ride inside. If you
okay.
can't ride outside, then do it.
I just
And
like to
ride
let the
on-
record show that I didn't say don't ride outside. I said ride inside once a week.
Yeah.
Okay. There's benefits to both, and ideally you do both. But if you only do one and not the other, you're gonna not be as strong. That's my.
Lisa, how
about-
much have you spent on ER visits over the past?
Ooh, yeah.
3 years,
How-
something like
what do you
that.
think?
Oh,
How
yeah,
many?
and you're less likely to die on the trainer. There's that benefit as well.
How many?
It's true.
How many bloody elbows have you come home with in the last 6 weeks?
I think we're outside the period, so I think 0.
Well, here's the thing. If you absolutely do ride inside a lot, you should try the new Training Peaks platform virtual. Especially if you're a premium account holder, it's no extra charge, and you can save money by letting go of some of your other subscriptions, maybe if that's what you're all about. So I don't know. Have you guys used Training Peaks for your entire career? Because I have.
Yes.
Yes.
No. When I first started, when I was transitioning from like runner to triathlete, we had something called IRONAN. I could probably still pull up my account.
IRONAN.
You couldn't like put in like GPS uploads. You would just manually type in like 20 miles, 46 minutes.
Like a Google Doc.
Yeah, kind of.
They had some really weird ones.
My running coach uses Final Surge, and it's fine for running, but you can't do anything else with it.
Yeah. Training Peaks is now the standard. If you don't use, and there's no excuse for anyone to not have it because there's a free version.
It's basically like Training Peaks is the same as like Garmin, is the same as Kleenex, is the same as Q-Tip. It's like the first dominant monopoly name you think of. You're like, oh yeah, I just have it on Training Peaks.
And it stores all your data for forever. Like you can go back 10 years and all your data's there.
That is the fun part. I love to compare years to years. Also, is Q-Tip, that's like a brand name? It's not a...
Yeah, it's cotton.
They're called cotton swabs, but Q-Tip is a brand. You didn't know. Wow.
I didn't know that. I just thought they were Q-Tips.
All right. What races are on your bucket list, Lisa?
Me too.
All right, Jackson, go ahead.
Challenge Roth.
Yes.
And Ironman. Any Ironman or 70.3 in Australia and New Zealand. I want to go there.
Western
Probably
Australia,
Western
we're going.
Australia, which I might do this year.
You
If
better.
my hip ever freaking comes around, I'll make it happen.
Hyperbaric chamber. Lisa, back to you.
I still need a minute. Go to Garrett.
Garrick.
Well, I want to get to the finish line. Actually, you know what? 70.3 Muncie.
No.
This is like the worst race ever. Everyone regrets doing that race every year.
I think everyone gets SARS from that, or hantavirus.
I want to finish Challenge Roth. That's the big thing that I want to do. Get to the finish line.
Well,
in Ironman Florida. For some reason, Ironman Florida, I've always like had it in my mind that I just wanted to do that race, and so
I'll probably do it this year.
the most boring of boring races ever. That puts you on like the most scariest of roads.
I'm not a fan of that part.
It's just everyone around here, like from Windsor and stuff, everyone does it because everyone can drive down to it, and every year everyone talks about it. It's a big deal. So I'm like, you know what? For some reason, I've always just thought like, and pros always do their first Ironman, like Ironman Florida, because it's late in the season. So I'm just like, I just want to do Ironman Florida. I don't know why.
Cozumel's better than Florida. I will tell you that.
No, you think so? You're like on the surface of the sun.
1,000 degrees.
Yeah,
I've done
Florida,
that bike, though.
hot.
Florida can also be so hot.
What? Not in November.
I mean, it's going to be 15, 20 degrees cooler than Cozumel, but I'm just saying it's not that bad.
15, 20 degrees Celsius, probably.
What
cooler.
about like Nick? You've done like Patagonia, man, right?
Yes.
What about like? Do you have any of those like crazy races that would be like bucket list?
At the moment, there are no triathlon events outside of Roth that really are just exciting to me. I think if I could go back,
I forgot about that.
Norseman, I've not raced it, but I crewed it for somebody, so I've been on course. I think, and I saw somebody sign up for it and get accepted today even. Like, I think doing Norseman would be cool. It's just ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
I think we had an all-inclusive dinner there one time. It was like $200 a person just to eat some like bear. So it was I didn't even pay for it. Someone else bought it for all of us, but it was crazy. But I think
bucket list, right?
I think Ironman Austria is still one of the best. I think even Kalmar is something I think I might want to do. So there's a couple, but not many.
Yeah. What about any like? When we retire from triathlon, I'm thinking that we just go do like really.
Pickleball tournaments.
Cocodona 250.
Okay,
Oh man.
so I have a little bit of an issue with some of these like ultra trail run races, like Cocodona
boy, here we go.
250.
Let's
And I
hear
only
it.
say this because I ran into some people at physical therapy who are like trail runners, and I was like, "What did you think of it?" And they were like, "It's not." I was like, "Would you guys ever do it?" And they're like, No, we have zero desire because it's less about athleticism and more about just like human survival because you're not really running, you're like walking and shuffling, and like it's an amazing feat, but like
What's the percentage of running, do you think?
It's like very low. It's
5?
gotta be so low.
10% maybe? It's just
What?
like it's how
It's 250 miles, right?
You got to at least run
100
100 miles.
254 miles or something like that, actually.
I mean,
Yeah.
people are
Is
actually
that the one where
full-on
there's the video
running.
of the guy finishing and he's white as a ghost, lean
And
completely
yes.
over to the side,
Yes.
and the person's just holding his head up, and they're like lifting him, and his legs are just like moving like this. He's not even holding his own body weight. I'm like, did that actually count? Like, let's be honest about this.
There's no rules.
I just feel like that's an amazing human feat, like
but-
human
so
endurance feat. But I don't.
I have something about this. So the girl who won, I can't remember her
Rachel.
name right now. Rachel. So unbelievable. She crushed everybody.
Everyone.
Like she was like half a day ahead of second place. Something insane. But something I noticed is that she's a precision athlete.
No
is.
doubt.
And every time Precision comes into a sport, I'm not sponsored by Precision. I use their gels. I have nothing. I don't think they're anything special, to be completely honest. But what they do is they work with their athletes, and they always figure out. They always push the boundaries with nutrition and their athletes. The athletes always take another step, and I think that they just stepped into this ultra running, and that they did this with her. And it showed in this race, and she killed everybody because she had a proper dialed nutrition plan that they studied and got her ready for, and she crushed. Like,
Imagine how good
was
she could have
ahead
been
off
if
the
she
start
went
and just
on
destroyed
keto.
everyone.
Right?
Oh, shit.
Clues or whatever his name is.
I mean, it is amazing what she was able to do and how she was able to beat all men by so much and set a course record for everybody. It sounds miserable. Like just staying up all night for like, I don't know, 3 nights or 4 nights, however long
It's like
it takes.
400K, Nick. It's like 4 times as far as the one you did, basically.
It's like the most passive aggressive race ever. You're like, I'll walk a little faster than you, I guess. That's what I think about. All right. North American 70.3 has a bad second half of the year. Who wants to chime in on that?
I was just going through this. So Lisa obviously put this in there. That's 100% a Lisa thing.
She's a big fan
And I
of
put all the
Five
things into
70.3s in America. You're freaking Americans, man. They bitch about everything. Oh, this is a bad calendar. We only have like 5 races in the last half of the year.
Well, we've got Boise, we've got
No, like after September.
Northern California.
That's not the last half of the year. That's winter, and you still have one.
Half is
the last
July.
3 months of the year is awful.
Or half is June, sorry.
Okay, you got Boise, you got Northern California, you got New York, you got La Quinta. There's 4, and you got Ironman Florida. Am I missing any? Or La Quinta.
Classes in July.
There's the New York / Augusta, depending men versus women.
Oh, yeah.
Same
Yeah.
weekend. And Placid.
Placid.
But then I'm just talking about 70.3.
Florida.
Okay, so you only have 4
Ironman Florida.
options.
All right, well,
It's just there's not
I guess
much.
to be fair, there used to be more. Like,
There used to be like Waco. What else was in October?
Salem or Oregon.
Oh, that was in July. But yeah, so we used to be Salem.
there used to be Boulder. What happened to Boulder?
Yeah, it's coming up. We have athletes I coach racing it, but there's no pro field. They said
Yeah,
peace
Boulder's dying. Everyone's leaving.
It's too expensive to put a race on there.
As much as I'm saying you got nothing to complain about, I would have loved it to be the days where there was like 6 or 7 in the second half, because I'm probably only going to be racing in this last part of the year. So
Right.
I got
What are
low
your
options.
options?
I'm going
You
to
don't
do
wanna
every single
fly-
one.
You don't
Is
want
there
to
any,
fly
like-
to Europe because we race bad there.
any South American options? There have been
There's
few,
like Florianopolis, which is like
You can go to Brazil.
I am not
could
going to
do,
Brazil.
but it's
I just
like
won't.
gonna cost me more than like it'll cost me about the same as if the winning prize money to like do the race.
Yeah. But there's a few cherry pick races that we all missed. There was Peru happened. That was the weakest field I think we've seen in a long time.
It was like 8 guys.
Yeah, Shanghai. That was crazy.
Who
Simon
won
Shee
that?
got second.
Who won?
A Chinese guy, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a literal
Well-
guy like from China.
So
That's
but
pretty
shout
cool.
out to Simon Shee, first podium for that guy, for that YouTube guy.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
Well
That's
done.
awesome.
Good for him.
That little group they had there seemed pretty fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, anyways, as Lisa said, we got 2 Lisas now.
Why are
Yeah,
there
we got
2
two
Lisas? Did you leave and come back?
All right, let's move on.
All right. Let's hit some real fun passer smashes.
Pass or smash, pass or smash. Tell me now, don't make it last. Pass or smash, pass or smash. This moment's gone, so make it fast.
And that is the right one. Last episode, I was listening to it, and Nick hits it, and he's like, "There you go, Garrick," and he played the wrong one.
But it was still pass or smash.
But he also like made a comment about how he liked it better because it was shorter.
It was
No,
abbreviated.
that was for grind my gears.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Nicole said that. That's Nicole's feedback, so we'll listen to her.
I got a lot of
For
good
next
feedback.
one.
Somebody was like, Nicole is very well spoken, and she was a great guest. I was like, she's not just a guest, she's on our team, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, she does come on. She does do a good job when she comes on.
All right.
Pass or smash. This is the segment where we're going to give you a topic. You pass it, smash it, give as much context as you want, and Lisa will over-explain herself.
We're already at 1 hour and 2 minutes.
Okay,
FML,
so this
sorry.
we're gonna have to be. Let's just pass or smash these.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just rip through these. All
Okay.
right, riding outside when you know you'll get rained on in the back half of your ride, but it is going to be torrential.
Pass.
Pass.
Smash.
Pass.
Alcohol.
Post-race.
Smash.
Sorry, Nick.
Pass unless you won the race, then smash.
Smash.
If it's the
That's
end
it.
of the year, no. If 50% of the time, smash. But it
can't
has
have
to
a
be
beer,
a pina
Lisa?
colada.
I have a beer in the shower every race, pretty much.
All right, go ahead, Nick.
Waking up at 1:30 a.m. to catch a flight, but you'll get home by 10:30 a.m.
Pass.
Is this on the way home from a race or just like in general?
On the way home,
Pass.
Pass.
I'm gonna smash it because I did it and it sucked, but I did it. Magnesium before bed. Magnesium
Smash.
before smash.
Pillar Performance Triple Magnesium, I think you mean.
Use code
Deliver-
REALTRY.
We'll try 15 for your
REALTRY 15.
for your
Smash
purchase
it.
of your magnesium through Pillar Performance.
From
This- So this one is good. Lisa, did I miss you? Did you pass it?
No, I smash it. But I was just gonna say, I think it also magnesium is good because it helps like raise vitamin D levels, or like something they like interact with each other. So if you're low on vitamin D, magnesium could also help that.
The following comments were not approved by the Real Triathlon Squad or founding members. Lisa is not a doctor and has no reason to give advice on this. All right. So, you know how everyone walks around in transition and they're just like all checked out and they got their headphones on? Do you guys do pass or smash music in your headphones in transition?
Pass.
before the
I
race, you
hate
mean?
that.
Yeah, before the race. Or on the
Pass.
bus.
No, it's too social, too, you know? You're
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
everyone's laughing and joking
Like-
around and getting excited.
It's one
Yeah,
of the best parts
pass.
about triathlon. It's like
I wanna
that
be present.
social. Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
wear them in T1 and T2, but not before the race.
Okay. You're DQ'd. All right. Next.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that was the best one ever. This is a segment called Grinds My Gears, where each of us gets a bit of a moment to bitch about something important to us. Who is first?
All right, I'll start because I put the first one in here. Wind not in race during training. Frickin' pisses me off. I've been riding from work lately, and every day it's like gale force winds. It's so annoying. I look up here and like the trees are blowing everywhere, and I'm like, come on, can I just get one still day?
It has been windy lately. I'll give you that.
F wind. In Utah, it's the same thing. Every summer day, you get hammered after 4 p.m. F that.
Same.
In the race, though, love it. Love it for a race.
Love it on race day.
I do too.
Because I know it's going to break Jackson's back a little bit more, and I'm like, all right. Got a chance. All right, next one. Pros racing like assholes. And this just means pass. Yeah, I will pass on that one. This grinds my gears, though, because you pass them, then they repass you, and they slap back in, they defend a position, and we're all riding the same. It's like rushing, and when you're group 3, or no, when you're group 6 and you're standing in line to board with group 3 and you're just standing there taking up space. It's like, don't effing do it. That grinds my gears. Just ride and hold the gap and shut the hell up. Moving on. The next one that grinds my gears is the ambiguity of race ranger, because every pro briefing we go to, there's like there's a referee who's talking about, if you see red, pass. And then you go to another one, they're like, if you see red once, we'll let it slide, and then we'll let you know if it makes us nervous. And then you go to another one, and they're like, red can be all right if you're like on a hill or a 90-degree turn, or let's say like you just felt like it. And then you'll go to another race, and somebody asks from South America, and you're like, so if it's red, I have to pass. And everyone
If
laughs.
it's red
and
and
like,
you're from South America, red means go.
yeah. Anyways, the ambiguity of the race organizer, referees, and just need to come up with a damn standard that we can all live with. We either see red and pass, or see red and it's fine. Like, I don't know. Circumstantial evidence is bullshit.
That, and I just think the ambiguity, how do you say that word?
Ambiguity
of just the rules in general for pro rules needs to be a little more ironed out.
Yeah, okay. All right, next one.
I think we just don't need any refs anymore.
Yeah, we can police ourselves, man. We're our own society when we're on the course. We make the rules. And then we handle it after the race. We just like beat the shit out of each other, have a punch off, like,
or shame each other on social media.
Yeah, that goes well. All right. When you're on next one is also me. When you arrive on a flight early and you're like stoked about it, you're like, I got here 15 minutes early on the ground. And then you're taxiing, and all of a sudden they just like stop prematurely. And then you're like, we're stopped in a weird spot.
A plane that's still in our gate here. Sitting on the tarmac here. Please leave your seatbelts fastened, and we'll be back with you as soon as we can. Sorry for the delay, folks.
I know, and then the flight attendant has to get on and say, ladies and gentlemen, the flight is still active. Don't get up. And then someone gets up, and they're like, we can't move if you don't sit down and buckle. And you're like, my God, people, we're not at the gate. It's like, and you still end up late after all that is said and done. So arriving early is fucking worthless. Jackson, you'd be a perfect pilot.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that's what you have to do after triathlon.
I was just laughing and thinking back about the passive aggressive 250-mile race. Oh, it was funny. Anyways, what are we on here? Are we on mine yet? Oh my God, Nick, how many of these are yours?
Next one is me. Athletes who lack bike knowledge. Like, you have to go to the race like a bike shop to like have your rotor adjusted. This is a gal who we dearly love from Chattanooga. Take off your rotors before you travel. Just avoid that. Just take off your rotors. Get one little tool. You can take off your chain or your cassette with that, and it's all good. Anyways, you need to be able to handle your bike and not just have to go to a mechanic for like, it's like when I shift, it kind of just jumps real quick, and it doesn't shift that crisp. I got to go to the mechanic. You're wasting our time.
At the TT, my buddy, he came to my house the night before to like wax his chain. Taught him how to wax his chain, everything. put his chain on, and then his chain was upside down, and he had to redo it. And the second time, I didn't double check his chain. He's just like, "Oh, it's good. I'll go." And then he gets to the freaking place, going to put his race wheels on before the freaking time trial, and his chain was on the wrong side of the chainstay.
Oh no!
And he didn't. I didn't bring my chain tool, and so it's luckily someone there had one, but it was just perfect for him to freak out for like 20 minutes trying to figure it out.
Was it? Did his name rhyme with Blorin Blelson?
No.
Oh, okay. Glad it wasn't him.
It's fine if you like do something and you mess it up and it's your first time doing it. So like, but that's how you're learning to do it. Right?
Exactly, and it was
you should
perfect
get
to do
to
it
a
at a
point-
local time trial instead of a pro 70.3.
Exactly.
Don't wait until a big race to show up and realize you don't know a fucking thing about how your bike works.
But also,
Go ahead, Lisa.
admit when you don't know how to do something and just let the bike shop do it.
Yeah, that's fair. Spend
Learn how to do
$70 on 10 minutes of work. Go for it. All right.
Every pro and anyone who rides should be able to change tubeless tires.
Ooh, that is probably like a 2 out of 10 scenario, I would wager. Like, people are like, I can't even pump up my own tires.
You should get to the point where you can do that.
I don't know how to do that. That's too
All right. We'll skip this one. But the next one was when you wait. Who's got the when
This
you
is
wake
mine.
up?
Okay,
with
mine.
the, okay.
I freaking did this. It sucks. Of course, something else has to be fucked with my body. When you wake up in the morning and you've got a freaking kink in your spine like you did before Gulf Coast, and you can't lift your chin above like this high, and then it lasts for like a week, and every day it just gets like 2% better. That sucks.
Why does that happen to you so often?
I switched to a pillow that like is good if I sleep on my back, but then I never end up sleeping on my back, and it's too low. So then I like sleep way too low, and then messing my neck up. So I switched back to the proper side sleep pillow, and it's been getting better.
I just sleep on the floor.
That's not by choice. That's by getting
Nothing.
kicked
Don't-
out of the bed.
Don't even say it.
A good pillow investment can be so worthwhile. I used to get kinks all the time, and then I bought like $115 pillow that now I've had for like 5 years.
I bought a freaking $220 pillow, and then I got a kink.
Ooh.
Brought the wrong pillow.
It's like running shoes. The more you pay for the shoe, the more problems you're going to have.
This is true. More money, more problems.
Okay. So who put summer races as a grind your gears?
I absolutely hate the fact that every time they pick a race and they pick a venue, they're like, "Okay, at what time of year will it feel like this race is on the surface of the sun?" And we're gonna put it on that day.
And run out of ice every time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Northern California, 70.3. That's going to be 100 degrees.
I just looked that up. That's crazy because I noticed that it was added and I was like, never heard of this race. And they're like, the temperature 101 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wait a minute.
That's my type of race. I get
That is
cold
not
in
where I
70
will be going.
degrees.
Yeah.
So
I mean-
it's not where I thought it was.
No, it's where Seth Hill lives now. You know, podcaster, Stupid Questions podcast, Seth Hill. He lives there.
He moved
Shout out.
there.
Yeah,
Was it
Redding,
Reddington?
Redding, California, by Mount
Yeah.
Shasta. But yeah, it's gonna be like 100 degrees. I still plan on racing, so if you guys wanna,
I'll go. Get us. Book an Airbnb
It's
for
like
us.
one of 3 races I'll be able to do this year, so I have to freaking go.
Yeah. You better just come to Boise and show up.
I am, and I'm. Well, hopefully I'm going to race Boise, Northern California, and freaking New York, and
Western
freaking
Australia.
Ironman, Florida, and Western Australia. But
New
I'm-
York looks like it's going to be an awesome race.
Are you driving to Boise, Nick?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, well, if I come to your birthday, can we drive together?
Yeah, bud. We'll rent a truck.
All right.
We may even rent a Winnebago if we bring the family. All right. Next one, 2 things. What spins my crank? We don't have a song for it. I pray to God. Do we have a song? No songs. Spins my crank is a good thing. So I wanted to say, after my race in Chattanooga, volunteers. Thank you, volunteers, because you're so smiley and chipper, even though we're usually quite asshole-ish. So appreciate you being stellar, even though we're just like lame and like, where's my water? And even though you can't hold a water bottle properly and you hold the water out there for me and then I go to reach for it and you pull it back just because I was like parallel with you when I finally went to reach for it. It's all right. I'll give you a pass. I love you. Thanks, volunteers.
Volunteer State, Tennessee.
And then no bag fees at the airport. You know when you just get that good gate attendant who's just like, I can tell that we've fucked you over plenty, so this time we're going to give you a break. No bag fee. And you're like, what? Am I a celebrity? Do you know me? Do you follow me on Instagram? And then they just love you. So that's it.
All right. James used to give the craziest stories about how he'd get out of bag fees, and I'm convinced that they were not real at all.
Yeah, he said one time his bag was 140 pounds because he had just done a training camp and all his clothes got like rained on or just came out of the wash and he didn't have time to dry them, and he threw them in his bike bag, his bike box, and it was literally over 100 pounds. And then the gate attendant just like laughed about it and then just like closed it up and didn't charge him because like he knew someone at the airport or something like that.
Or he'll be like, yeah, they never believed, like they always believed me that this was not a bike.
It was always sporting equipment.
Yeah.
I always just say it's guns. All right. Well, we don't have to do cheers to you, Scott Drew. We've been a little bit long, so we can save it. It's
Maybe
all
for
right.
next week.
I can do it next week. No problem. It's on the show
You can
notes.
do it now, Nick. It's quick.
All right. It is quick. It's only about 8 sentences to 9. Lisa,
right,
what are you putting on camera? Do you have
It's a
little
great way
bow?
to
Probably a
keep
dog
it up.
toy.
Yes, this is
All
a
right.
Lammy.
All right. Here's cheers to you, Scott Drew, and then we're going to end this out. This is our fearless leader. This is to you, Scott Drew, the only man capable of turning a sport built on human suffering into a fully optimized LinkedIn leadership seminar with aid stations. While athletes are out there paying $1,400 to survive 140.6 miles on warm sports drink and half a banana, you're somewhere in an Ironman branded quarter zip talking about the enhanced athlete experience while sending the 14th email update to announce the slightly different yet important swim start procedure. You've somehow created an environment where competitors spend a year training like Navy SEALs just to fight for parking and pay $18 for chicken tenders while losing their Kona slot to a 16-year-old German named Dieter who ran a negative split marathon fully fueled by the entire discipline on mineral water. And yet, through it all, you keep the machine rolling. One corporate keynote, one motivational promo video, and one premium finisher photo package at a time. Truly inspirational stuff, Scott. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, Scott
Didn't
DeRue.
even mess it up. Thanks, Scott. We love you. You're the
You come on
Whatever.
our podcast.
come on
Thank
the
you
show.
to ChatGPT for that wonderful iteration of Cheers to you, Scott Drew version
It actually
2.0.
was pretty good this time. So yeah, Garrick, what else? Anything else?
No, like, comment, subscribe on the YouTube, guys. It helps us out a ton. If you're in Canada, then hit that button that says you love it.
Finger bang
I
it.
can't remember. Yeah. Hopefully there was no finger banging in the background of this episode like in the last one. But all right,
What?
guys.
What? What does that
Nick,
mean?
Nick finger banging the keyboard.
Oh,
I couldn't get rid of it on the last episode.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay. But yeah, it helps us out a ton. And tell a friend, tell your mom. And guys, until next time, peace.
Oh!
I got ish to do. Flying through the sky in my parachute. Dancing on the couch like I'm Tommy Cruise on a one-man mission trying to see it through.